Oh, look at that. We're in the food court in SM today. We've just come out to get some food for Annie, because Annie's going to school. There we go. There it is, all by itself on the table. So, prices. The PSA turned around and said living in the Philippines, a Filipino or a Filipina requires 64 peso a day to eat. Well, we're in the food court and we've got 2 rice and a bola bola and a can of Coke. The can of Coke is mine. So this here is 300 peso. People can live on. Maybe they don't turn around and look at electricity or charcoal or water or anything like that. You just graze like a goat. I don't know.
People
There's Andy.
People online get like create these memes like the joke of this debate inside the center.
We've just been upstairs. We've had something to eat, and it was 300 for the tuna soup with 2 rice. The bottle of water was 25 peso. We've just been to the bakery to get Annie some snacks. There we go. So she has snacks every hour. So 4 pastries, or they call it 4 bread here, and it calls it bread. It doesn't call it pastry. So if it's got brown raisins on it, it's got goat poo on it. If it's a pastry or it's a bread with chicken in it, should be chicken in it. So this should cost 200 peso. Yeah, for 4 bits of bread or 4 pastries. We've just come in for the coffee. How much is the coffee, darling? So Annie's got a large cafe latte to take to school because she's running late. Yeah, she's running late. It's 20 to 1. It will take her 20 minutes to get in a taxi, and it will take her about 5 minutes to get through security, bag check, and walk upstairs. So she's behind schedule. Where is the money? I pay for the coffee, and she's stealing my money.
Oh, that's not nice, huh?
She's stealing my money.
I pay for the coffee.
No, see, no. I only want the money, the paper. I don't need the coins. Anyway, I'm going to go to the French bakery. I'm meeting Scott today. And I'm going to turn around and let's talk about how much the government say a Filipino or a Filipina can live on in the Philippines. I find it amazing, or I find it shocking, really. That's the word I should be using. Anyway. Scott is here to the left of me. George has just gone up, but George has bought me some of my favourite food from the UK. Love it or hate it, my mate, Marmite. This is beef extract put onto over buttered bread, toasted, lovely, golden brown colour on it, butter, and then it comes with a lovely cup of tea. Ah, beautiful. My mate, Marmite. Oh, love it. Now, the other thing is I like to turn around and have smoked ham sandwich with tomato, and either have Branston pickle or I have a thing called piccalilli. Now, piccalilli is this. This is vegetables that have been chopped up nice and fine. They've been cooked in some vinegar. Then they have a little bit of mustard, caraway seed, and then reduced down. Oh, piccalilli. In the UK, we could call this pick my willy, but it's not called pick my willy here. It's called piccalilli, and great on salads, great with sausages, and great with smoked ham sandwich. Look at that, my favourite, piccalilli. Can't get it here. And the other one that I like is, it says on it, Branston. Branston pickle is a vegetable with a malt extract that originates from India. So when India used to be part of the British Empire, they invented these things called Branston pickle, and used the molasses and the spices and the sweet spices and the vegetables to make Branston pickle. And it's a vegetable pickle, really, really nice. But I haven't got any of that. But we've got some sweets for Annie, and I'm going to give them to her tonight as a present. You guys, I'll vlog tomorrow what we're doing now. Anyway, so today I'm talking about an article I was reading online yesterday, and it's from all Filipina in the Philippines can survive on 64 pesos a day. 64 pesos? There's a picture. They got a look. But what I'm looking at this picture and I'm going, well, where's the calamansi? Well, where's the soy? And where's the white vinegar? And where's the shrimp paste? And where's the water to turn around and cook the mung beans? Where's the Maggi and the flavouring to turn around and give the flavour to the mung beans? But 64 peso. So that's 90 pence in the UK. 90 pence in the UK. What could I get for 90 pence in the UK? Maybe a cold. A Mars bar costs more than 90 pence in the UK. The government needs to re-evaluate that 64 pesos is an unacceptable level of funding for somebody to live. Yeah, that's, if the wages are 500 peso a day, that means you can eat 10 meals a day for that 64 pesos. That will give you 640 pesos. So it's 9 meals a day. It's not clever, is it? I was talking to some girls here in the food court. They turned around and said to me and Annie today that it costs them nearly 300 to 350 peso a day to live. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. Not 64. Not 64. You know, what do you have for breakfast? You have one bag of rice. What do? You sprinkle Milo on the top of it, but Milo is going to be 25 peso. Yeah. Some people turn around and say pot noodle is 10 peso. No. In the local supermarket and sari on the street in Mai today, 19 peso for a little pot noodle. 19 peso. That's a third of your 64 peso if you're going to have for breakfast. You know, if you've got 2 sausages, is that 1 sausage for lunch, 1 sausage for dinner? What, 2 bags of rice? That's only 1 cup of rice for a meal. Filipino will have 3 or 4 cups of rice. 3 or 4 cups of rice is here 35 peso a cup. That's already 105 peso for rice. Without your sausages, without your mung bean, 1 meal. So that's like war rationing, isn't it? It's like going back to the Second World War, and you turn around and you said you could get 1 can of Spam and you could do this with rice, or you could go out and get some pineapple, or you can go out into the local provinces and you can get avocado and mangoes and all that. It's free off the tree. Well, yeah, but people don't have the access to get there anymore because you're going to turn around and spend 15 peso on a jeepney. It does. I struggle to understand, and I think people in the Philippines I find it very difficult. I've got a friend here, Scott, and he survives on 60 to 80 peso a day. That's hard. You know, when an egg costs 8 peso, because people love to turn around and put 2 fried eggs, a cup of rice. So a cup of rice is going to cost you, you know, 10 to 15 peso because you've cooked it. You need wood to cook it, you need seasoning to go into it, you need the Maggi to go with it. 2 eggs, 16 peso. You know, I've never found any chickens that lay eggs cheaper than that. Maybe it could do somewhere in the world, I don't really know. So I think the living costs and the living allowance for the Philippine people needs to be reviewed. There will be people out here disagree with me. Okay, I understand it, but unfortunate enough, I could not live on 64 peso a day. I couldn't. And if I became ill, how could I turn around and live on 64 peso? I would actually most probably die. I'll attach the picture of the items that you can turn around and buy for 64 peso and the breakdown, so you can have a look. I'm not making it up, guys. I just get really surprised. I did a vlog the other day about living costs. I spend about 200-300 peso a day on myself to live. Annie, when she goes to school, her bagong that I give her is about 800 peso a day. It's not 64 peso a day. She goes to the local school, she goes and buys soup there, which is 150. She buys rice at the school, yeah, supplied by the school, 25 peso a cup of rice, that's 50 peso. 2 cups of rice is virtually what the government are saying you can survive on. She's going to school. You can't go out on the road because you're not allowed to bring plastic bags or street food back into the school. You have to use the school cafeteria. So Annie will spend 300 peso for lunch, and she'll spend 300 peso for dinner. The two together, 600 peso. Unbelievable. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna go have my piccalilli, and I'm gonna get myself a loaf of bread to have my Marmite. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Scott says hello.